Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Krish, and today I will show you the demo of our project Agentic GIS system, which is a QGIS plugin for running NLP queries. The main folder the entire source code for this project lies in the D drive in the system, and the folder name is Agentic GIS, as you can see here. The entire source code is here, and to open that in VS Code, just write the code and then a dot, which will open this entire folder in VS Code. And the readme.file, which is currently open, contains all the details for non-tech people, so that they can know how to run this. There are just two batch files you can see. One is Check-VYOM-Setup, which will check that all the setup configuration like packages and all are already there or not. Everything is okay, as we can see, so that we can press it anything to disclose it, and then we will run the Vyom server batch file, which will actually run the backend server for this. And the server will run on the port 8000, and it is a fast API server, so that you can see the docs and all that in the web browser too. Now the third step is to open the QGIS. So let's just minimize everything and open QGIS in our desktop. This is the dashboard of our QGIS. Let's create a new empty project and add a base map layer of OpenStreetMap, so that we can see a world map as a base layer. And in the top right panel, you can see the View Agentic GIS as a tool, which you can click and open it. So first, let's connect the server by clicking the connect button. And here in the bar in below, we can add queries, like just I had added hello. Then it will call the backend server for the query, and it will respond here. So as you can see, it has a response. Now let's ask another query. What can you, what actually you can do? What all functionalities you can do? So as you can see, the response is getting generated properly. And now I want you to take you to the test queries list MD, which is also a file in the root folder, where there are a lot of types of queries for testing. Like these are the normal queries which doesn't require any tool calling. Like let's select what is NDVI and check. Then the agent is smart enough that if the queries doesn't require to call any tools, then it won't call any tool. And all of this is possible with the help of LangGraph, uh, which is also described in the part 2 of the readme file for developers to work upon in this. So now I had asked another query to list all the available events which we have in our catalog. So the agent is smart enough to call the relevant tools. So it called the list event tools and returned that these all six events are present in the Vyom catalog currently. So let's take another query to find out what all scenes are there in each event. So the agent is supposed to call each event and list the scenes. So many tool calls will should happen here. So we can see that, yeah, six list scene tool calls happen for all the scenes we have, and then it is finding out how many events, how many scenes are there in each event. So let's wait for a few seconds. And as you can see, we got the response of how many scenes we have for each event in the catalog right now. Next, we can query something which is also out of the catalog right now, and let's see, the agent hallucinates and gives us false outputs, or it can say that it is not in the catalog. So there is no available data for Odisha in our VM catalog right now. So it is also calling the tools, and it just returned that no register event for Odisha. So we had added guardrails to prevent unnecessary hallucination and false outputs. So now I have added the actual query from the catalog of Kerala floods, and let's just copy another query for the next one. So we can see the Kerala query is running, and the tools are being called, and it returned appropriate responses. We can see the lowest cloud cover scene we had told them to find in the post event window, and it has find, and all the details it has written from the catalog. Now let's just enter this query. How did water area change between the post and pre-event scenes in the Assam flood. So it is again calling the tools, and we can see that 42 scenes are there as it was there, and these are the results it has generated from the pre-processed data which it has cached. So now let's just try for Uttarakhand wildfire. We had given a query of what is the burn severity for the wildfire of 2016 in Uttarakhand. We had given that query, and let's now just copy another query for the next one. So you can see the agent is processing and it's calling the appropriate tools, and let's just wait for a few seconds. So this is the output, and also it has given us the layers on the map which shows the pixel wise colors by which we can differentiate that this particular area has this much affection of the disaster. I mean, the yellow means low severity, red means high severity, and orange means medium. So this was the entire setup for Vyom. You can check for more queries in the README. I had two README, I mean one README file in which the entire setup, how to start, and for future development, what are the steps needed is written. And there is another test queries.md file in the root folder only, in which all these test queries for testing are there. So you can try and test all this. And so yeah, this was the Vyom.